Hello, my name is Skylar Vollmer. This is for FTT 100, Week 7 assignment. Pointing in a safe direction. Visual inspection. Manual inspection. Firearm is safe. Cycle of operations. Now, I will be using a dummy round. You can see there is no primer. There's also no powder in this. This is one of the dummy rounds that is sent by SDI. First, we're going to load that into the magazine, or the clip, into the gun. Okay, so the first part is we're going to show round still in the clip. Now, when this slides forward, it's going to push that round in and feed it into the chamber, as you can see there. That is going to chamber the round. It is now locked into place. Now, in a safe direction, obviously with the dummy round, firing the trigger, that is going to cause the propellant to expand in, and it's going to push this back, which is going to unlock the slide, extraction, and ejection. That also recocks the sear in the firing pin, and then that would chamber another round. The next step of the video, we are going to be field dressing or field stripping this weapon so we can clean it. But first off, we've already safed the weapon. We slide down this cover here to reveal the pin. You got to push the pin out. Now we can slide the weapon forward, or slide forward. We're going to take out the recoil spring. There's the muzzle and the slide itself. As you can see, there is grime in here. I had to go shoot this, so next step we're going to do is the cleaning process. As you can see, I have the parts in a dirty parts bin. I have a clean one as well, but I'm going to set up here. We're going to use Modern Spartan Systems Carbon Destroyer, provided by SDI. Pretty much I'm just going to pour this on here. We're going to clean this up, so there's no worry. We're going to make sure this is all clean. Okay, we're going to start with the barrel. You can see it's fully covered. And take your nylon brush here. We're just going to work that carbon destroyer all around, all over this thing. Clean, no residue, good. Okay. Next, we're going to do the recoil spring. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to okay, and then I always do the pin just because there's oil and other stuff gets on it, and it's just easier. While you're in there, may as well do it, right? May as well just get it and wipe it down. Okay, so next, we're going to do the barrel. And I said we're going to do a Q-tip, and we want to make sure not to get any solvent in the firing pin hole. So we're going to do just a little bit carbon destroyer on there. Wipe down everything. We're going to get off any old oil, Make sure there's no grime like that in there. There we go. Okay. Let's grind up. Now, we can take our rifle, or our pistol, sorry, not rifle, pistol. Good, take your thing. Wipe that down, make sure it's wiped. Okay. Now that we have successfully field stripped and cleaned the firearm, we are going to lubricate it to keep it functioning properly. I always put a few drops here on the recoil spring. Now when you function check this at the end, that's going to compress all that and it'll spread that lubrication out over the full slide, so we won't have as much of an issue. Other than that, I like to personally take a Q-tip and then give it some oil. Make sure you don't get too much. And then I take this and I will go over all the slides, or the rails on both sides of the slide, I guess. I'm going to give all this just a good coating, make sure it's all going to slide right. Do the same thing here. It doesn't need a lot of oil. You do not want to over oil your gun. That can cause further issues down the road, whether it's from collecting more gunk, more debris and stuff like that. That's going to cause some issues. I always like to put a little bit on the feed tray, both sides of the barrels, anywhere that could rub. Now this right here you don't need to do, because we're going to wipe this off later after we've reassembled the gun. But I like to put it on there because it does move in the slide, so it'll give it. So now we're going to go ahead and put this back together. We're going to start with dropping the barrel in, make sure that's seated. Take your recoil spring, set that in there. Now you're going to be able to put that back on in there. Take your pin, line up your hole there, drop that in, make sure it seats all the way. Replace your cover. Now we're going to do function check. And that concludes, well, we're going to take this, we're going to wipe off any excess oil that we have here. You don't want too much oil. Check the back. And that concludes this week's assignment. Thank you.